morning and welcome back to another one of my videos, and happy Monday. Lord Jesus, I forgot what today was. Well, before I get into my reaction with Jazz, I want to inform you on my neck pain. It's a pinched nerve in my neck. So that's why I can't hardly do things. I'm not going to be on here long. I tried to make an appointment with my doctor. I called on Friday to my clinic, and they told me, because I told them my son can I make an appointment for Tuesday? Well, they said I got to call back on Monday. They didn't say no time or nothing what time to call back in on. So I called back in today, so I can tell them I had called y'all on Friday, and y'all told me to call back today to make an appointment for Tuesday. And she said, well, you missed it. I said, what you talking about? I missed it. You're supposed to call between 7:30 to 8:30. And I said, nobody didn't tell me that I'm supposed to call in between 7:30 and 8:30. Well, I said, because I really do need to see the doctor about my neck. It's killing me. And she said, well, hold on, ma'am. I said, Lord Jesus, here we go with the ma'am shit. So she came back, well, I can put you in for 1 o'clock because that's another one of his patients, and I'm just gonna let you know now you're gonna be in there for a while. No, thank you. I don't want to sit in that doggone room until that doctor. What's one of them doggone things? They just squeeze me in. That's what it is. They squeeze me in, and whenever he gets to me, he will get to me. That's what that is right there. So I said, I'm just gonna go into the emergency room in the morning to the hospital next to the clinic where I go to. Anyway, I'm just gonna go in the morning when my son get up. I'm gonna tell him to come early so I can go to the emergency room about my neck, so they can do something about this. And I'm gonna let them know it's a pinched nerve in my neck, because I had Googled it and it's a pinched nerve. But what I wanted to talk about, you guys, is I'm talking to you, Jazz. We're going to talk woman to woman. You can listen or you cannot listen. But I done had a crisp before, baby. Wait a minute, you guys. I got to position my neck. Like I said, I done had a crisp before. He wooed, well, I don't know how your Chris wooed you and stuff, but mine's wooed me and got me and everything. And we dated for a long time. I thought he was the right person for me. It's my ex. Me and him that broke up. This the last one right here. This the other ex. I ain't had 2 relationships, and that's it. So it's this one. He wooed me and everything for a good while. My kids became his kids, and his kids became my kids and stuff. We did family things y'all don't see. I'm gonna get to where he became a Chris and stuff. He started telling me that I told him I want marriage, and I think we talked about marriage and everything. He talked about we gonna get married and all like that, getting my hopes up high and all like that. We gonna be a happy family and every doggone thing. Me and him, he used to take me out, and I know your Chris took you just to little places, but at that time he took me out and everything. We wind down because I was like his little trophy woman, because I was so small and petite and stuff, and he loved that. And we dressed up, and I was just on his arm and stuff. But every time somebody asks, y'all been together for a long time, when y'all get married? Don't worry about that. We getting married. We just ain't set no date yet. We engaged. We are engaged and stuff. I had a ring. I had an engagement ring and everything. And how long we were together, y'all? 20 years. 20 years. In that 20 years, we didn't get married. Yes, Jazz, he paid a little bit. He gave me money. He loved to give me money and stuff and everything, because he had a good job. He traveled, and he worked on communication wires and stuff, and he traveled from state to state doing it and everything. But this where he became a Chris here is when my mom died. I was always there for him. I had his back when his mom died, when he got a blood clot in his leg. I was always there. I was 10 toes down on his ass. I was the woman because I was his fiance and stuff. I had his back, and I thought he had my back and everything. I was living that little happy little fiance and stuff. I had my little ring. I wore my little ring and everything and all like that. Even my family asked when y'all get married. I said we haven't set that date yet. And all like that. And I said, and because this the lie he told me now, y'all. Get this now, y'all. The reason why we haven't gotten married yet because I want you to get your credit right and I get my credit right and everything because we both got messed up credit. I like, huh? So my little dingy ass back then, like, okay, we can do that. We can do that. So, because I was dingy and dumb back then. I was a jazz, but I wasn't no jazz like what she did. I was a stupid jazz in the mind, wasn't thinking like I think now. I was just so happy to have a good man, thinking I got a good man in my life. But this, with a downfall, come in at jazz. When my mom died, yeah, he was there. Because he know that was my best friend. That was my heart. That was my pride. It hurted me. It hurted me when his mom died too because she was my best friend too. She was my mom. She called me her daughter. And when she died, she told me to take care of her son. So I made that promise to her. So I said, okay, I'll be there for your son. I'll take care of your son. No matter what, I still got his back. So I didn't want to break that promise to her. So I stayed with this fool and everything. Yeah, I was stupid, you guys. Yes, I was stupid. I was a dumb, ignorant fool back then. But I'm not like that no more. I didn't grow. I can look at myself in the mirror and say I'm a beautiful woman. I'm a strong woman. I can stand on my own 2 feet and do things without a doggone man's help. I don't need no man. I got God in my life. I got my family in my life. But can we say the same thing about you, Jazz? You got to depend on that man to listen to his lies. What he tell you, yeah, y'all gonna get married. He gonna keep on telling you, we gonna get married, baby. We taking time. We gotta get this together. We gotta get that together. We gotta get this house because Danny, he said the same damn thing. He got tired of that house where we were living on Bridgeport because he wanted something bigger because he knew I was on Section 8. So I said, okay, let's get something bigger. See, Jazz, you listening? You listening, Jazz? Because this sound like you don't. Because Chris telling you this, that he want a bigger house. So I went and I looked and I told the people down there. So I found this house. It's a bigger, better house for us. It's not an upstairs. We didn't want no upstairs and downstairs because we had both had bad knees. So we didn't want that. So I got a bigger house for us. That was the house, I can say now, on Galwall Street. Quiet neighborhood, elderly people around, and it was nice. The living room was nice. I loved the ceilings and everything. I loved that house. It looked small on the outside, but once you walk in the inside, it was big as hell. 2 bathrooms, everything. Nice big backyard, 2 patio decks in the backyard, a shed to put my lawnmower and stuff in, a nice sized laundry room, and a patio and a pantry and stuff. I loved the kitchen and all. It was our house. It was really my house because his name wasn't on their lease. It was me and the kids' house and stuff. So I got that house and everything over there. But my illness started to bother me after my mom had died. And sometimes you don't grieve when you're supposed to grieve. It really don't hit you until a couple months down. And that's when it did. It waited a couple months. And then that's when, because I didn't mind moving anyway, because the only reason I stayed at that house because my mom stayed a couple streets down from me. So that's why I was in that house. So when he said that he wanted something bigger, I like, okay, fine, because it ain't no reason for me to stay here, because the only reason why I was right here is because of my mom, and I was close to my mom and everything. But since she's dead and gone, yeah, I can get me another house. I can get something bigger and make more room, because that house was kind of crowded in a way for me and my children. So we got this house. Then on down a couple months, that grief kind of snuck up on me. And I started grieving. I started feeling that pain that my mom is gone. And I realized that she's not here for me anymore. I realized my best friend is gone. And that it started eating me up. And then my illness kicked in full force. And I didn't know I had an illness until then. The voices in my head started messing with me. And I didn't know what the hell was going on. So that's when I needed his help. And he wasn't there for me. You fine. Till one day that I decided to want to kill myself. Because me and him stayed in arguments. We stayed in arguments. Every time you turn around, we was in an argument. Because something in my head was not right. And I didn't know what the heck it was. So I tried to take my life. But something stopped me. Because I had a bottle of pills. Because I didn't feel right. I missed my mom. I wanted to go where my mom was. So when I found out what I had, and then they got me on medication and everything, it blew me up. So this when he really showed his true colors. This when Chris came out of him. He didn't want to take me places. He was ashamed. He couldn't look at me. It like I disgusted him in the face. He wanted to have a quickie sex and then he go on about his business. Or he get on his laptop and get on his game. We do a bam bam thank you ma'am sex. We do a little rush sex and stuff. And then he go on and he go take a shower, whatever. And he didn't want to hug on me no more. He didn't want to caress me. We didn't do no talks. We didn't go out no more because I was a big girl. So, his job, he didn't tell me. So he took this position with his job to live out of town. So I asked him one day, what day you coming home? That's when he told me, I don't stay there no more. I'm like, huh? I live out of town now. I got a position with the job. I accepted this position with the job to live out of town. Because he make more money living out of town from hotels because he didn't have to pay no bills no more. He could spend all his money on him because he didn't give a damn because I'm a big girl. But he snuck back in town for his goddaughter's wedding. Didn't tell me. Didn't say, hey, babe, you want to go to the wedding with me? Because how I saw it is because his son was in my friends on Facebook and I saw the pictures. And I saw that he was walking her down the aisle. I was like, what the hell? So I asked him about that. I wasn't invited to the wedding. I guess because I was a big girl. You know, he was embarrassing me because I had blew up and stuff. And he was ashamed and he didn't want me there and everything. He didn't want to say that I was his woman. So I tried to make it work. We didn't talk about no marriage no more or none of that. We just thought he still sent me a little taste of money here and a little taste of money there. Like I was a little kid. He was ishing little stuff out to me. But on down, what I'm trying to say to you, Jazz. Girl, he gonna feed that stuff to you. He looks at you like he's disgusted with you. He would tell us, the audience, that yeah, he love you. He is this, but inside, he can't stand you. He don't want to be around you. You disgust him. Because it took me a while before I realized that from this fool. Because we had broke up, but we were still friends. Now, let's fast forward it. Because this one I really, really realized it. Because when I was going to this other dermatologist, before I got with this dermatologist that I'm in, I had got sick. I mean, the medication that man gave me for my acne and stuff made me sick. I couldn't swallow no more because I didn't know what the heck was going on. It was a couple years ago. And I lost weight just like that. Where I'm at now, that's where I was at then, at 140 pounds, because I couldn't swallow. I did that. I lost that weight in 1 month's time because I couldn't swallow. That weight fell off me just like that. I don't know how, but it did. I got skinny just like that from that medicine because I couldn't swallow. From November to December, I lost that much weight because I couldn't eat no food. I had to eat soft food like spaghettis. I had to eat just like a baby. Anything that was kind of crunchy that I can chew, I couldn't do it. It had to be real soft. Only thing I can do is swallow. So in December, I had took a picture of myself. I said, I'm gonna try this outfit on to see can I wear it. And by golly, I wore it. I sent it to him. He like, damn, you look good. So he wanted to be back with me. So I was happy. I was stupid, but I was happy. And so that's when. But after I had got off of that medicine, and because it messed me up inside, and it messed my organs up and everything. That medication, because I had stopped that medication, it messed my organs up inside. On down after that weight loss in January, my organs and stuff started messing up. My intestines and stuff started messing up and everything. So I had to go to Dr. Bowen and everything because my doctor gave me a referral to go to Dr. Bowen. And so he happy that I done got small and stuff again. And so when I went there, they told me that medication messed me up inside. And she got me back right and everything. And then on down, I didn't know it messed up my bowels and everything. It messed my intestines up. So I couldn't do, number 2. Sorry for the MI. Sorry for the TMI. So all that pretty little weight started backing back up in me because of my bowels. And I gained that weight back. Just like that because of my bowels. And he had, for his birthday in that June, he had sent for me. See, I supposed to have made a video for y'all, but I took that video down. And I got up there. He told me I wear some pretty little dresses and some cute little sexy lingerie and some cute little sexy nightgowns and stuff. And we gonna do this and we gonna do that and all like that up there. See, he didn't know. I haven't told him that I done gained this weight back. But I wasn't that big. It was just up here in my stomach and in my face a little bit. In my face some. And in my legs. And when I got up there, he like, damn. He didn't know. He thought I was this. He thought I was back this size again, where I'm at now. But I went back to that size some. I was in the 70s. I went up into the 70s. I was back 175 pounds. And keep your ears open, Jazz. This when I realized that he discussed me. I discussed him and stuff. This one I'm finna tell you how I discussed him. Because this man got me up there. I'm thinking we gonna do all kind of nice little things. I got my cute little lingerie and the little tops and the little sexy, because I know he liked the lace. So I had the little bra top thing and the little boy shorts and stuff and some cute little nighty gowns. And I was still trying to do my exercise and stuff. And I brought sundresses and stuff, because he bring a lot of sundresses. And that's what I did. And I had my cute little wig on and everything. And I had it glued and sewed down and all like that. So I started realizing, so when I got there, I slept and everything, took a nap. I took a bath first. I took a shower. And then I took a nap because he went back to work because, he's a supervisor. He's a manager and everything. He's a supervisor over his sites and stuff. And he showed me around the hotel and all. It was a nice hotel. And he left. I gave my kids goodbye and he left and went to work. So I unpacked and I went and took a shower and everything. When he came back and we did it and all. And then I had cleaned up and went back to sleep. And I asked him, was he going back to work? He said, no, he took the day off. And then he took a nap. And then when we woke up, he changed clothes and I put on a sundress. He took me out and on place. This the funny part right here, y'all. On place he took me to was to shopping to Walmart and Burlington. I'm like, damn, man, we gonna go somewhere else. We didn't go out to eat or nowhere. He bought groceries. He bought me some clothes and stuff. And he gave me money. We didn't go. It was nice little restaurants around up there in Dallas and stuff. We didn't go nowhere that day. We came back to the hotel and he cooked me dinner. He cooked both of us dinner. And he opened a bottle of wine and he when we drunk and stuff, and we sat there and watched TV. So that night I took another shower because I like feeling fresh and everything. So I put on my cute little lingerie. So I didn't put it on right then and there because I know he liked to spank me on my butt and all like this. So I walked past him with just a towel on, and I was drying off at the bed and stuff, and he was right there watching TV. This man did not touch me, you guys. He did not spank me on my butt. He did not look. When I dropped that towel, he did not look my way. He looked straight at that TV. I didn't get no glance that way. He didn't like, damn, baby, you look good. Damn, baby, you look good. Wet and stuff. Nothing. He didn't say nothing. He just looked straight ahead like I was not there. Are you listening, Jazz? Are you really listening? He did not glance at me anywhere. Like he was disgusted by my weight. He was ashamed of me and everything. So I greased up, put my nightie on, put my little lingerie on, and it hurt my feelings. So I called my daughter-in-law and stuff, and I talked to her in codes. We talked in codes and stuff because he really didn't give a damn about what I was talking about him. He probably wouldn't have cared. So on down. Now I'm laying up there. He finally got in the bed because he had to go to work the next morning at 5 o'clock. This man gone. I'm asleep now. He gone. Pull my stuff aside. Kick my leg over his leg and do it with me. Jax, I don't know how y'all do sex, but this is a Chris and stuff. And then after he did that, he rolled over and went to sleep. I laid there in tears because I felt it so like, what the hell is I'm here for? Why am I here? Next day, I called my best friends. My best friends are guys. And I talked to them. I talked to Benjamin first. And because, me and him friends, and he was at work, and he told me he'll call me because he was on his lunch break. So I told him, okay, call me back on your lunch break. So he called me, and I told him. He's like, girl, he did what I told him about that night. He's like, and he paid for you to come up there. I said, yeah, he didn't think I was fat. He didn't think I had gained the weight. He said, son, you're a very beautiful woman. You always did. When you was in school, yeah, you was a little small, beautiful woman then, and you are a very beautiful woman now. Plus, he said, don't cry. It's going to be okay. He said, maybe he said, just talk to him. I said, okay. So I asked him the next day, we went back shopping again. He bought me some more stuff. He bought me, because this guilt stuff he buying me. This is all guilt things that he buying me, you guys. I was up there for 3 days. We didn't go nowhere. We didn't go to no restaurant. We stayed inside that house, in that hotel. We didn't go out to celebrate his birthday. I don't celebrate my birthday. What the fuck? What the F I'm up here for, that boy? So I asked him. I finally did. I said, let's talk. Turn the TV off and let's talk. I said, why is I'm up here? He said, because you've been asking to come up here. I said, no. Yeah, I know I've been asking to come to one of the states that you was in. But why am I up here? That's the question. I'm asking, why am I here? Because you look at me like you are disgusted with me. I ain't disgusted with you. I just ain't been in a relationship in so long. Do I look like Boo Boo the Fool? Don't come in with them lame excuses, because I wasn't born yesterday, baby. You don't even look at me and all that crap. You are disgusted. You feel like you are disgusted with me. So I was glad when I left from up there. I made a video. I erased that video, but when I got home, I made another video and explained why I deleted that video. Because I was so hurt. I said I would never, ever want to go anywhere with that person again. So I told him, don't you ever talk to me ever again. Because that's when I felt, because I didn't lose weight for him, you guys. I lost weight for me because I was a pre-diabetic. I went back to my doctor. That's when I talked to my doctor, because I was headed to be a diabetic, and I didn't want that in my life, because on my daddy's side, that's where they come from, diabetic. Because my baby sister on my daddy's side is a diabetic. And I was a pre-diabetic, so I told her, can she help me lose weight? I said, let's try the gas and sleep, because I've been exercising, I've been trying to eat right, and nothing is working. I said, because of my bowels and stuff. That's one reason why I cannot lose weight. I said, because I want to love myself again. That's when I said, I want to love myself again. I talked to myself, I talked to my mom, and I talked to God. And I said, God, I'm ready. Can you please help me and show me the way to love myself again? Because that's when I cut off the men's. I don't want no relationship no more. Not until I find the right person, because I'm not ready. I'm ready. I had to find myself first before I could even love. I had to love myself first before I can even love anybody else or anything. Do you understand what I'm saying? I had to love myself. I had to find myself, because I hit the low when I went up there to Dallas with that guy. I was desperate, and I wanted somebody to love me, but in order for somebody to love me, I got to love myself first. In order for you to find that right person, because Chris is not the right person for you, baby. I know you desperate, and I know you lonely, and I know you want somebody, but you ain't gonna find that right person for you and your kids until you learn to love your kids and love yourself and love the Lord. Yeah, you was a nice girl at first before you met Chris. Yeah, she was still nasty and all of you guys, but I'm talking about she had started to lose that weight, and she was doing good because she was working out and she was losing that weight. And then she found that Chris would change everything, and what blew her up and changed her from wearing eyelashes, because she looked nice with little eyelashes on, a little makeup on, and then she was wearing some nice little wigs and everything. And she was losing her weight, and I was happy for her, and I was proud of her. But now, yeah, she was doing all the begging and stuff too, everything. But I was still mad about that. But she was doing good with herself until she met this bomb here. This leech that changed everything. And she thinks that she needs him. No, you don't, baby. He needs you. He needs you, Jazz. He is there because you the one got everything, and you providing it for him. You got that truck for him, because he ain't got no job, baby. And stop telling folks that he got a job, because this bum ain't got no doggone job. Yeah, mine had a job, but my Chris had a job, but he ain't worth diddly. And the Lord gonna take care of him, and the Lord is taking care of him now, because he needs me, and I'm not there for him. I'm not there for him because he done did another low blow to me. He didn't hurt me. He just sat there and lied to me, you guys, about that he got prostate cancer and stuff. He used that lie to think he could whistle his way back into my life. But I caught on to it, and I cut it off because he didn't have it. And I bust him out with it. And I told you, don't ever try to play me like that again, because cancer run through my family. I had cancer. I had cervical cancer in my uterus. But luckily, they caught it just in time, and they cut it out. But like I'm saying, Jazz, I had that. He using you and he trying to bring you down, and he done got you back fat, and you done gained all, and you are huge, and then he feeding you all that sodium. You are gonna become, if you ever go to a doctor, they're gonna tell you that you are a pre-diabetic, baby. And you are a pre-diabetic because you don't watch what you eat. You probably got high blood pressure and you don't know it. And if you don't stop, you're gonna have a stroke or a heart attack. And you're gonna kill yourself. And who gonna take care of those kids? Those 5 babies. Not Chris. They gonna all go to your mama. And she already old and sick, and she can't take care of those kids. Then that means Philip gonna have to take them in, and somebody gonna have to take care of little Darius, little stinky bug, because you're gonna be dead and gone, baby. This man done killed you down because he want another house. You are hustling, and I mean you on your A game, bringing all these shorts in, these TikToks on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you can think of, you putting them videos out there. You are on your hustle, baby. And I know this is a long video, and I'm sorry, you guys, but I got to tell this female, if you don't open your eyes, baby, and I mean open them wide and see who this man really is, because he only there for your money, your food stamps, and for a place to lay his head, because he draining you dry. He making you, well, you was already big before he came, but he making you big even more now. You done pushed your other kids, you done pushed David's 4 kids aside. You don't care about them. Only thing you want is that one little family for you and Stinky Bug and him. You don't push your kids aside for no man, baby. No, that's a no-no. Your kids are your number one because they was there. And when when he leave, them kids gonna still be there for you. They gonna always have their back. They gonna always have your back, baby. No matter what. You done locked them in your room. You done called Kayla a B. You done disgusted them. You done talked about them. You done treated them wrong and everything. But they gonna still be there for you because you are their mama. They love you. They worship you. But you treat them kids wrong, baby. You don't do your kids like that for no man. Because I done seen women out here kill their kids. This white woman killed her children a long time ago. Drove them into the water and killed them for a nigga. For a dude. I'm sorry, y'all. For a man. For this man. And then she gonna say a black man killed them. It's been a long time ago. They found out, when they all boiled down, they found out it was her. And she went to jail for it. She killed her kids for a man just to be with a man. I ain't saying Jazz gonna do that or not, but you need to wake up before it's too late, Jazz. You need to open your eyes up, baby. And I mean seriously, learn how to love yourself, because you're not loving yourself. You depressed. You put on these fake smiles for these cameras. You need to let these cameras go for a while. Yeah, I know that's how you pay your bills and everything, but your kids come first. You come first. You and your kids come first before this bomb, because he got you out here doing stupid things. You got a nice house where you at. You got a beautiful house, a nice backyard and everything. Now you're trying to find another home. And then you don't want to take the other kids out with y'all, because you know he don't like those kids, because those are not his kids. And you need to take time to teach that baby how to feed with his hands, how to pick up that spoon, put that spoon in his hand, put some food on there and do it, and help him lift it up and put it to his mouth. Or put the food in his hand and tell him to put it to his mouth. Or you do it. You put it in his hand and then you pick up some and do it like that. Teach him how to walk. He don't know how to walk. He just stays in that stroller. If he ain't staying in that stroller, you got that little playpen now for him to just walk around with it. He's not walking, baby. That's not walking. He got to walk without things. Let that baby walk. Teach him how to walk, because he is going to be one. Because I understand. Because my son Justin, he got ADHD. He is certain things that triggers his illness and stuff. It was hard, just like with Aiden. You said he made a friend. It took Justin a while before he made a friend because he liked being by himself. He liked just Jason is his twin. Jason is his best friend, you guys. But when he went to school, yeah, he made little friends, but he still preferred to be by himself. He's comfort in his own skin. He had friends he talked to and stuff, and then because they grew up together. They grew up in daycare. All of them and their friends grew up in daycare, and they graduated together. And they comes over, he'll speak to them, but he prefer to be by himself because he's grown now. He went out and played with them when they rode their bikes and everything, and they played video games together. They slept. We did sleepovers and stuff with the guys, with the boys and stuff, and everything. Yeah, he had friends and stuff. And I was happy that he found other friends besides Jason and me. I was happy. But now he prefer to be by himself. Because he's like a loner. And he love it. I love it and stuff. He stressed me out when I've been around a lot of too many people and stuff. Because I'm a loner. So I get him. I don't pressure him to go nowhere. Me and him, we go somewhere, or he goes somewhere with his brother. But back then, he still got friends and stuff. When his friends come over, they still talk and everything. They talk on the phone. But what I'm trying to say, Jazz, baby, wake up before it's too late. Wake up, open your eyes up before it's too late. Before you get sick. And you need to go to a doctor because you are way overweight if you ain't pregnant. And I hope you ain't pregnant. And I hope you don't have high blood pressure. And I hope you're not. But you are pre-diabetic. You are pre-diabetic because you are big. And you are pre-diabetic just like I was. And I had to lose that weight or else I was going to become a diabetic. And I didn't want that. To be on no insulin or nothing. So I lost that weight and everything. But I'm finna go and get off of here. I hope you listen to this. And I hope somebody tell you. But I know you ain't gonna listen. But you need to listen. Because that man gonna drag you down. Because he don't love you. He'll say it on camera and he gonna tell you, yeah, y'all gonna get married. And that's gonna put a big smile on your face. But y'all gonna never get married, baby. You never gonna get married because he gonna always come up with another reason. He gonna always find another reason for y'all not to get married. Because do you see a ring on my finger? Do you see? If I'm with my man? No. Because he led me on for 20 years. He led me on for 20 years. Until I found out who I really am. And I love myself. And I respect myself. And I'm not gonna never ever let a man make a fool out of me again. I am 52 years old. And I love it. It took me a long time before I learned that lesson. It took me a long time before I learned how to love myself. And I don't want that. I don't want that to be with you. Take you that long to find out how to love yourself. I want you to find out now while you're young. But I will talk to you guys later. And I hope somebody tell her about this and she listened to this video. And I will talk to you guys later. So don't forget to comment, subscribe, and share my video. And I will see y'all in my next one. Have a blessed day. Bye.